Okay, a little bit of an update on the TBM Avenger by, I think it's CY model, sold at Texas RC Planes. This is an old model that I actually picked up hanging up in a hobby shop. Been working on the sliding canopy. It's powered by a Fergelli linear servo in the back, which I'll flip over when I'm done. And that shaft is actually in a pretty semi-scale position. It's stopping short because I'm actually using a servo driver and not my transmitter, which that'll work out. It always does. I've used Fergelli servos before. So this started out as a used RAF that I picked up. The canopy, as you can see, stock is not the greatest quality. All the rivets have been added by me. The cutting has been done by me. The entire interior has been done by me for those that you're following the thread. The ball turret was pretty yellowed from hanging in the shop. I've added all the extra pieces of the gun, the internal parts. I still have to work on this pilot painting, and I want to put a life vest on them. So I'll give you a little idea of how it works right now. And it's actually not bad. It has a little bit of a hesitation. You can see this rail up here, and I'm not sure here if this actually gets painted, the exterior color of the canopy frame, or if it gets green. The canopy, as the scale buffs know, was actually split, and it rode along this rail. Now, if anybody has close-up pictures, that's one thing I cannot find, is to figure out if this is open and it rides along here, because I can still cut it just to make it a little bit more scale. Here's a shot of the interior. Again, it's just standoff scale, but it was totally scratch built. There's the radio compartment in here. I had a choice of putting the other pilot in, but I used the radio compartment, glass interior. So I give you a little idea of how it goes back. And you'll see that still sticks a little bit. And then with my transmitter, I'll close this last portion. And I know all canopies didn't move in an exact mechanical way because they were hand cranked by the pilot. So again, give you an idea how it actually slides. Fergelli does a pretty good job. I've never had an issue. All this hesitation you're seeing here is the actual tightness of the canopy that I have. So I'll get that worked out with my transmitter and a little bit more grease as we go along. So those of you that are following the thread, I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun making a scale bash. You can see the internal wire mechanism that's pushing along there. So I'll get a full closure and full opening. As far as the wings are concerned, the original airline was this long. So this has been cut away. A flap has been added here, and a flap has been added here. These are actually attached on the real plane, as most people know, but because of this angle here, I was struggling to make that as one. I still have to add gear doors here, and not sure if I'm going to have to move this further out to have this centered here. Definitely going to move this in here because this is a huge flap. I don't want it just on one end. So, and then I'm going to move this over here and put a stronger servo right in here. And then as far as the fuse is concerned, you can see some of the hanger ash that came with the plane, but it's actually a nice airfoil. Really solid fiberglass. Nothing like I've had before on CMP planes or even ESM planes. Air tanks in. I'm using a Talcon Bigfoot motor in at 245 kV. So I'm pretty excited about almost finishing it up. I'm going to move a lot faster now that the canopy is completely done, and got to glue the ball turret on, but nothing serious. And that should be it.